Hello, hi, and welcome to Meaningful Mondays with me, Rashmi Shetty, a space where I share my life lessons. And today's life lesson is on the power of the thank you note. Many of us underestimate the power that this note has on both the sender and the recipient. This happened about 22 years ago. A few years into my marriage, we had a 2-year old, and my husband Naren and I moved to Delhi for a project that he had taken up. 6 months into the job, this was a new project, and therefore he gave completely everything he had to it and was very involved. One morning, it was a huge back problem, and he had to be admitted to the hospital. 15 days of traction, nothing shifted. And but I just took it in my stride. I was going to the hospital and coming back when one day I got a call from his boss. The person Naren was reporting to was an extremely successful businessman for whom this project was just one of the many projects. He had a lot of employees to look after, and I was very surprised when he called to ask me what the doctor said. And I explained to him that traction wasn't helping, and the doctors have asked him to go for an MRI. And he said, "Oh, sure, but keep me informed." I said, "Definitely, sir." Naren's MRI was done, and when I called up to inform what the MRI report was, which was completely requirement of a surgery, he said, "Okay, I would send my neurosurgeon home so that you have the second opinion right here. So you don't have to worry, Mrs. Shetty." He sent the neurosurgeon home. In fact, his wife coordinated in such a way. And all of this seemed so surreal for me that such a successful person with so many employees reporting took this personal interest. And his wife coordinated the surgeon's visit home. The surgeon checked up Nareen and confirmed that he needed a surgery. So at that point of time, I thought it was important to go meet the boss to tell him that we are not planning to do the surgery in Delhi and we want to come back to Bangalore for it. So I fixed an appointment and went and met him. And he was very kind, very, very kind. And I told him that I'm comfortable in Bangalore because my entire extended family is here, and therefore I would like to move to Bangalore for the surgery. His next response was, "Should I release the salary in advance, Mrs. Shetty, so that you can book the tickets?" And I was like, "No, sir, I can manage. Thank you very much." And we booked the tickets, and he insisted and sent the driver home so that he can drop us at the airport. And when I was coming back to Bangalore for the surgery, I was really feeling grateful. Was such an amazing human being that Naren was working for. Once the surgery was over, I called up the boss and told him that, "So the surgery's gone off well, and we should be back in another 15 days." And he was super happy, very, very happy for both Naren and me, and wished us well. But something prompted me to send him a personal thank you note. So I got down and wrote out a thank you note to him, saying how grateful we were for the timely intervention, the second opinion, the effort he took, and getting us dropped at the airport. And immediately, I felt so good writing it out. I posted it, and 15 days down the line, we left Bangalore. Again, happy, relieved that everything went off well, and Naren went back to work. The day he reached work, within about half an hour, he gave me a call. And I was like, "Okay, what happened now?" So he was like, "No, no, no, I'm calling to tell you what happened here." So I said, "Why?" And he said, "Remember the thank you note that you sent? Mr. Jain has been so pleased with it that he's given a copy of it to every managerial staff in the office." And we both had a good laugh around it. And a few years down the line, when we were moving back to Bangalore, I thought it was very important for me to meet him before I left the city. So I fixed an appointment and went to meet him. And apart from other things that I was grateful for, I said it was such a wonderful and meaningful thing that you and your wife had done at the time when we needed help the most. So he immediately replied, saying that, Mrs. Shetty, I have helped a lot of people, but very few have acknowledged it the way you have. That thank you note meant a lot to me. And there I got my life lesson that no matter what you do, who you are, and however successful the world measures your success as, something as simple from the heart can touch anybody. From then on, I made it a principle because a thank you note is a very personal one, it's very warm, it's from the heart, and most importantly, prompt. And that makes a big difference for the person who's come forward to help you and to whom you are grateful. So the next time somebody does something for you, or if in the recent past somebody has done something for you, please pick up a pen, a paper, and write your thank you note, because the more personal it is, the longer it stays. And it's a note that you can always refer to. Have a meaningful, purposeful week ahead. Stay safe, stay blessed.